stasyon.
Learning doesn't stop in classroom. Kada adult ang magkatun. This is your dose of real talk, reflections, and refreshing stories. From DXJR 89.9 Jose Rizal Radio. Welcome to An Hour with Sir Non, where wisdom and wit meet reality. Mga pagkape na, kay aniya na, ang inyong kauban, karontak na.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Sunday, 7 to 8 in the morning. I will be with you, ang inyong maestro sa kahanginan, cyberspace teacher, Sir Noni. So we are live in 89.9 DXJR, Jose Rizal Radio, ang radyo ng Makabayan. We are live here in Pulo, Dapitan City.
San Pedro, sir.
San Pedro pala, San Pedro, Dapitan City, dili man ni Poloan. We are live 8 to 9 Saturdays and 7 to 8 in the morning Sundays. I will be with you for 1 hour. We are going to learn together. Sa ating mga followers dyan sa Facebook, the followers sa 89.9 DXJR FM, sa ating mga listeners, it's a cold Sunday morning. So wake up, wake up, wake up. It's already 7 a.m. Welcome to An Hour with Sir Noni, the program dedicated to unlocking the power of knowledge and critical thinking. Each episode, we are going to dive deep into the most compelling topics, bringing you insights and engaging discussions that challenge your perspectives. Welcome to the gateway to knowledge, where complex ideas become clear insights. So prepare to spark your curiosity and expand your understanding as we are going to learn together this morning. This morning we are going to talk about things that matters. So yung tanong natin, ano ba ang things that matters this morning? Ano ba ang mag-matter sa atin? Ngayong umaga, kumusta na ang ating mga vloggers? Sa ating mga content creators, good morning. Ating mga vloggers and bloggers, good morning. This is for you this morning. Maminaw tag-ayo! Our topic this morning is ethical and responsible vlogging. So most of us, those who have social media account in Facebook, lahat na yata tayo vloggers na ngayon. Vloggers na talaga. But before we are going to look at vlogging and ethical and responsible vlogging, we would like first to acknowledge the sponsors natin this morning. So we have the Orchid Spa, located in the Dipolog City Boulevard beside Better Cruise, offering body massage. They have male and female massagers that are professionally trained. Naapod sila nails, manicure, pedicure, facials, whitening, slimming, and hair salon. And they have the most high-tech machine in the entire province of Zamboanga del Norte and Dipolog, Dapitan City. Sila ang pinaka-high-tech in terms of facial, slimming, and whitening. They are open Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., Friday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Just contact our proprietor, manager, model ini nga produkto si Ma'am Fritzy Patigayon at 0917-107-3685 o sa ilang landline yung 065-212-1937 The Orchid Spa. Pampa Beauty, Pampa Relax Spa. So we also have the DC Sportswear and Uniform Solutions nga na may mutang sa Galas Highway, Dipolog City, offering the lowest price in sublimation printing in the city. Kung naamoy need for sublimation printing for polo shirt, t-shirt, sweatshirt, sports uniforms, office uniforms, kontakon lang nato ang atong tag-iya, dali doolon, dali sabot-saboton po si Engineer Dave Patigayon sa iyang cell number nga 0977-802-3583. PhilJeps registered ni siya ang DC Sportswear and Uniform Solutions. So, pwede makig-transaksyon ang atong mga government offices na for your uniform needs sa DC Sportswear Solution. Ang Jet Travel and Tours sa Dapitan City offering airline and boat ticketing sa inyong needs sa travels and tour packages. Ato lang kontakon si Boss Jack sa 0955-670-0890. Ang 4 Hours Meat Shop and Grocery nga na may mutang sa Balabag, Gulayon, Dipolog City. Doon ra gid siya sa Royal Farm nga gipanag-iyahan ni Bong Pukulan o Gria Kapili Pukulan. Namaligya ni sila og tanang klase nga karne og wala og dili available sa ilang tindahan, pangitaan gyud mo ani nila. Na sila water delivery, office supplies, sand and gravel. Ang ila pong RJD Construction is offering a build now, pay later sa Pag-ibig Housing. They also have catering services, t-shirt printing. This is also a PhilJeps registered establishment. So, government offices, pagkig-transact na mo sa 4 Hours Meat Shop and Grocery nga gipanag-iyahan ni Bong o Grover, ni Bong o Gria Kapili Pukulan, nga ang ilang cell number, mag-contact na to sila sa 0970-985-2798 o 0954-493-6312. PhilJeps registered din siya nga establishment. And this program would not have been possible without the generosity aning mga tauhana, si Hazel Hanolino Ranjit, the original DJ Sugar nga naa sa diri sa Zamboanga del Norte, na sa karon sa Chicago. Zel, good morning and thank you very much, as well as Ma'am Mirna Kwansing. Salamat kayo sa imong generosity jud, ma'am, kay for making this the airing of this program successful and running. Dili na to kalimtan ang atong idol sa tanan, si Idol Roger Morte from Tampilisan. Idol, good morning. Salamat kayo sa imo ang generosity. And then, if you want to explore Dipolog City in styles, naata ang Allen Car Rentals sa Dipolog City. Ana sila may mutang sa Madison County, Phase 1, Block 4, Lot 20, Dicayas, Dipolog City. This is ang ilang mga rental car. That is the perfect way of exploring the sights and sounds of the city of Dipolog, the city of Dapitan, and the entire province of Zamboanga del Norte. Especially kung turista ka diri sa Dipolog, na sila'y available nga mga cars like Wigo, Vios, Velos, Libina, Expander, Navara Pickup, Strada Pickup, Hi-S Commuter ba, napon sila'y bao-bao. Ato lang kontakon ang mga tagiya nga si Ma'am Beth Alin o Sir Noel Alin sa 0954-0945-828. Dali ra kayo sila kontakon. Dali ra po kayo sa buton. They believe that that renting a car should be quick, easy, affordable, and convenient. Kung naapunta diya sa Sergio Osmeña area, Sergio Osmeña, Zamboanga del Norte, for your sublimation printing needs sa mga uniforms, anhaan lang ninyo ang Breeze Sublimation Works and Design. So, ang Breeze Sublimation Works and Design is offering high-quality sublimation products at an affordable price diya sa Sergio Osmeña, Zamboanga del Norte. Kung naamo diha nga area, ato lang kontakon si Tony Borromeo sa iyang cell number 0963 248-1753 og ang Zoraida Lending Services og Manuel Resort, the most beautiful resort sa Zamboanga del Norte, ang Manuel Resort and Zoraida Lending Services nga nakig-uban-uban nato, nagtabang nato sa ato ang sa ato ang kagipit kay manginahanglan tag kwarta for government employees na ang Zoraida Lending Services Corporation nga na may mutang sa Miputak, Dipolog City. Thank you kayo Ma'am Ray Daarol Aison. Salamat kayo sa imong generosity for making this program running. Happy Sunday to everybody and happy Sunday sa atong mga listeners, sa atong mga followers sa DXJR. Axel, happy Sunday po. Happy Sunday. Salamat kayo for being a fan of this program. And good morning, Idol. Oy, Idol po na ko ini. Si Miss Sayel Bestias. Salamat for listening. And akin ni kay pinakakuha ni siya, ako ani siyang mayo-mayo kayong amigo nga nakakaroon na nagtudlo sa La Libertad. Ingon siya, ordinaryong bata ko ni siya, pero in English ang iyang apelido, Beast ni siya. Pero og Binisayon, baho ni iyang apelido. Good morning! Happy Sunday! Beast! Happy Sunday! Happy Sunday! Okay. So mga vloggers natin dyan, sa ating mga content creators, this is for you. Pero sa wala pa kabalogon sa ning video vlogging, ako ning ato ni siyang i-explain. Kay ning video vlogging, gitawag sa vlogging. Kay video man siya vlogging. So, sikat na kay ni karon, kay gusto ang tanan nga makasapi. Actually, this is a storytelling. Nag-storytelling ka sa imong kaugalingon ug imo na siyang gi-post diha sa social media, ilabi na sa Facebook ug ilabi na sa TikTok. Usually, kaniadto mga video vloggers, gi-turn on nila na ilang professional mode sa Facebook para ang iyang content, hoping nga ma-monetize ang iyang content. So probably the motivation sa atong mga video vloggers is hopefully ma-monetize o makakwarta sila sa ilang content. So they are telling a story. And vlogging now is or has become the most dominant form of digital storytelling. So ang atong mga vloggers, o atong gitawag na sila vloggers o mga content creators, will share aspects of their lives or maybe promote causes or build communities. Okay. So, muna nga, you are inviting the public inside your life. So, once nga mahimo na kang vlogger, you become a public property. Kung mahimo kang content creator, mostly mahimo na jud kang public property because you are inviting your audience, you're inviting your community into your life. Probably nag-promote ka og cause, or you are going to build a community of mga vloggers. But however, mag-vlog-vlog lang ta dia, vlogging lang ta kay awat-awat, kay nakasapi ang ato ang kauban, daghang nakasapi sa content creation, daghang nakasapi nga atong kaila mao na nga gaawat-awat ta. So sa vlogging, maayo lang ni siya sa Facebook kay naay pulis diha, kinsa man ang pulis. Kabalo ba mo kinsay pulis sa vlogging sa Facebook? Kanang gitawag nato og Meta. Kinsa day na si Meta? Tao na si Meta kay ato amang usually ato siyang i-refer nga kuan, tao sa mura siyang tao. Actually, Meta is Facebook's police. Okay, in Facebook. So unsa ni siya si Meta, ato ni siya nga i-explain nga kani si Meta, ingon na pugog si Meta ani but Meta is an artificial intelligence program that regulates the users of Facebook. Programming ni siya, artificial intelligence programming ang Meta. So Meta will be the ones to determine whether or not you are recommended sa uban nga tawo, whether or not you will be monetized. It's Meta. So Meta, dili ni siya tao, basig makaingon ta nga tao ni dili ni tao si Meta, but rather an artificial intelligence program. And then Meta serves as the regulator of the vlogging community or the content creators community diha sa Facebook. So mao ni siya si Meta. So as what I've said, okay, Facebook is better because they are regulating they're strictly regulating their users and the content creators through their artificial intelligence programming called Meta. So, but however, in some platforms, it is not as strict. Okay, it is not as strict as Facebook. That is why, with the influence that we have as content creators, as vloggers, whether we like it or not, maka-influence man yun ta sa katawhan, with your influence, okay, may it be small or may it be big, comes responsibility. Naa kay responsibility yun. Kay kada imong gipang post niya, whether you like it or not, nakita na sa kadaghanan o makita na sa kadaghan, they may or they may not be influenced. However, if you are able to influence people with your content, then ana siya kaakibat nga responsibility. Attention mga content creators, mga vloggers, naatay responsibility. Mingon kog naatay responsibility because I also believe that I am a social media content creator and I am also into vlogging. That is why if dili ta makontrol ni Meta o dili ta makontrol sa uban nga mga platforms, we have a responsibility to self-regulate. Mao nga to itakol karon, the issue that we are going to tackle karon is ethical and responsible vlogging. So, ethical and responsible vlogging ensures that our content creators respect the audience, the people that they feature, and the broader societal values. Sa mauna nga, di lang ta magpataka diha, di lang ta magpataka og awat-awat because as a content creator, as a Okay, as a vlogger, we have a responsibility. We should have to self-regulate, and we shall have ethics in this practice. So, unsa may atong gimin ani, what do we mean when we say ethical and responsible vlogging? So, when we say that ethical and responsible vlogging, it means that we are going to adhere to a set of principles that guide fair, respectful, and honest content creation. Okay, atong balikan, fair, respectful, and honest content creation. Mga vloggers, mga content creators, baliko na po nato ikatulo na ni fair, respectful, and honest content creation. So paunsa man nga natay fair, respectful, and honest content creation. Number one ini is transparency. Kinahanglang open ta sa mga sponsorship, sa mga product na placements, and our paid partnership. Na mao na siya nga kung natay mga gipang post diyan we should have to be transparent kung naatay sponsor, kung paid ba na siya, at mag-honest yun na, we should have to be transparent para po makabalo ang ato ang mga targeted audience. Another very, very important thing that is related to respect in content creation is consent. Unsa man pagtugot. Okay, you should have to ensure that anyone that is featured in your vlog naa siya gihatag ninyo nga consent, especially in private ang settings. So that is why you should have to ask permission first before posting things that involves other people. Mananghid yun in taon ta. Mo na siya saktong pamatasan sa content creator. Bitaw no kay kita makakita ta bisag unsa diha sa dalan ay mga disgrasya na bisag unsa moingon ta nga public place man na siya no, public place man na siya, so it is a public property, so dili na ta manginahanglan og consent sa ato ang gi-feature na. But in reality, even though if legally public na siya, but sugo sa maayong pamatasan sa usa ka ethical and responsible nga vlogger, you should have to ask permission from the people that you are posting. Especially kung single ang gi-feature ang imo ang subject. So informed consent especially is very, very important, is especially kung naata sa mga private settings. So respect is very, very important. We should have to respect that. We should avoid content that exploits, humiliates, or invades the privacy of others. Mabitaw nino nga mananghid yun ta ethically and responsibly, mananghid yun ang usa ka content creator, because dili lamang, it's not just about the number of views. It's about the ethical and responsible posting of your content. Dili ba na exploitation, no? Dili ba na exploitation nga atong i-post dayo na ngang kanang mga panghitabo, like for example na anay na disgrasya kay gusto ta nga mutaas ang atong views. Okay lang unta kung atong i-post kung naa po na siya news article nga gipataba nato. Nga mura ka gabalita pero nag-post lang yun ka for the sake of posting, you are exploiting the situation, and sometimes maayo lang kung walay maulawan, pero og naay maulawan na diha na ang krimen. That is why if walay makapulis na to, we should have to self-regulate. Self-regulation is very, very important. Kay kita-kita raman ang nag-post na makaingon ta nga okay ra ni kay wala bitaw madlong nato. Walay mamadlong nato pero badlong nato ang atong kaugalingon. Another very, very important thing in ethical vlogging is truthfulness. Okay. Kinahanglan nga truthful ta. We should have to avoid misinformation. We should have to avoid fake pranks and deceptive editing. So, pagka matinod anon truthfulness, number 1, we should have to avoid misinformation. Sometimes ang atong mga content, ang gipost na to sa Facebook, wala tay explanation. That is why it may lead to misinformation. Maulagi na kay post na lang man ta, post lang kay post. Wala ta kabalo nga ang atong gipang post lahi ang interpretation sa atong audience. That is why it's very, very important that those content that you posted sa inyong social media platform should have to be clear, and if dili sa klaro nga paminaw nimo it will lead to misinformation, please explain. Daghan man tang ways to explain. You can write an explanation diha sa imo ang content. Kada mga fake pranks. Fake pranks, be careful. Naman tayo mga mga content creators, mga pranks ang ila ang gipang post sa Facebook. Okay, so tarungon lang nato nga kabalo ang atong audience nga prank ready ay na. And sometimes ang atong mga editors nga makaantigo kayo, labi na there are already programs, applications nga na available na to online nga pwede na ta maka deep fake. Unsa man ang deep fake kanang pagtan-aw nimo pag-edit ana, mura na jud sa og tinuod. That is why if you are using programs, usually kaning mga programs and applications that are found in the net are all artificial intelligence na siya nga mga programming, artificial intelligence nga programming. So we have to put a disclaimer. In fact, Meta encourage us to identify if our content is assisted by artificial intelligence. So this is part of our ethical and responsible content creation in truthfulness. Avoid misinformation, fake pranks, and deceptive editing. Labi na nga karon sos. Makita na to sa atong mga Facebook page na agi na diha siya nga daghan na kayo ta mga content creators, and hoping daghan ta og views, hoping nga ang atong mga views will translate into monetization. Mao gani na nga hapit na lang ta maghukas hubo diha, magatubang sa atong kamera para ma-encourage ang mga viewers. Daghang maghukas subo na hapit nga naasulod sa ilang kwarto, naasulod sa CR, bagsayaw-sayaw, pero matingala ka nga nganong naapa mo na siya sulod sa kwarto, naapa mo na siya sulod sa CR, di na lang man sa karsada siya magpanti, magsayaw-sayaw nga mura man gihapon, i-post lamang gihapon sa Facebook. Unsa man na siya, desperada na. So wala may but-anay in the content creation world, sa atong mga vlogging world, sa atong mga vloggers, wala gyud tinuod but-anay. Wala tay but-anay kung kung unsa ang atong i-post, kung unsa atong i-share sa atong kinabuhi. Wala siya ibot anay, pero mag self-regulate po data, ato po untang respetahan ang atong kaugalingon, tagaan atong dignity, dignidad ang atong kaugalingon. Kay agi lang sa content monetization, padaghanay of views, mauna nga usahay dili na nato marespetaran natong kagalingon, usahay we lose respect of ourselves, usahay sometimes ang atong dignity ato ana siyang malimtan. Dili lang ko moingon nga labi na sa kababayenan because it is both mga lalaki o mga babae that in content creation we should not have to lose respect of ourselves, and we should have in all time maintain our dignity as human beings, maintain our dignity as unsa man siya, as content creator and as vlogger. So muna siya. Okay, we are going to look at transparency, consent, respect, and truthfulness. Now, as a content creators, we also have a responsibility towards our audience. Saan nagtanaw na to? Because in content creation, naman diha po nang gitawag na to og building community. Kung nag-build ta sa atong community, so we have a responsibility towards our audience. That is why in our posts and our content, we should have to maintain honesty and integrity. That is why content viewers should not mislead their viewers through clickbait titles. Ano sa maning clickbait titles? Kana bitaw title ni mong ibutang diha sa imong content creation nga makainganyo nga dili day mao sa imo ang gi-post. Okay lang na siya because we should have to be creative, especially in the titling of our post. We should have to be creative that it should have to capture our audience. But if your title is not related sa imuang content, that is what we call as a clickbait titles. And then sometimes content creators dili lang gani sila mo himo og disclaimer nga ang ang content di ay is stage, meaning to say scripted or gidrama-drama lang na nila dana, and that their content is not authentic. Mas mao na importante kay nato sa mga content creators that if your content that you are posting on Facebook or other social media platforms, you should have a disclaimer. Pwede naman na siya butangan na nga this is for entertainment purpose only or purposes only or whatever your disclaimer. If your content that you are posting is a stage content, dili siya authentic. Because in the world of content creation, in the world of blogging, trust is a foundational in building a loyal audience. So that is honesty and integrity. Okay, honesty and integrity. Kaya part po din misa nga, dili ta manguha og content sa uban without consent. So part of our responsibility towards our audience is the content itself. So we should have to ask the question whether or not our content is age appropriate. Meaning to say, appropriate ba na sa audience nga imong gitarget or appropriate ba na siya, dili ba ma-iskandalo ang usa ka sector na nagtanaw sa imo ang content. That is why content creators, ang atong mga vloggers should have to be aware of the demographic sa imong audience. Kinsa ang imong target nga audience? Particularly kung naay mga minors that are watching. Bitaw no, kung tuat na nagawa sa other countries, kay other countries culturally kana maghukas hubo, siguro dili iskandalo nila. But we are Filipinos, we are in the Philippines. That is why be careful kanang mag-post ka diha nga hapit na ka maghukas hubo, nga wala gani ka dito sa beach. So dili appropriate, wala ka sa swimming pool, dili appropriate ang imo ang wear, ang imo ang gisuot. So be careful, basin na ay mga bata nga nagtanaw. So your content should have to be age appropriate, and you should have to be aware of the demographics of your audience, especially if minors are watching. Okay. So that is why ang ato ang content, it should have to have an appropriate language. An appropriate language. We should have to avoid using inappropriate language. Galing no kay there are so many ways of circumventing ethical and responsible nga pag-coin, pag language nga imong gamiton sa imo ang content. Actually, ang Meta sa Facebook, Meta is policing sa mga content that are containing words that are scandalous, words nga dili appropriate. But however, kabalo na ta, mga bright kay na to mga content creators, they have a way of circumventing this regulatory sa Facebook regulation ni Meta. Content should have to have we should have to avoid inappropriate language. Number one, not only inappropriate language but also violence or suggestive themes when targeting your younger audience. So kung young ang imong mga audience, minors ang imong audience, the more that you are going to be careful. But pero maayo lang sa YouTube. I am also in YouTube. Kay inig-post nimo sa imo ang video sa YouTube na ana siya gibutang diha nga, is this made for kids? Oh, kung made for kids na, so imo tong i-tick tong iyang circle. But sa Facebook wala na siya no. Dili ka pangutanon sa imong content inig-post nimo. You are never asked whether or not your content is for minors or not. That is why kung wala ni nakita ni Meta karon sa Facebook atong giahag si Mark Zuckerberg, igna si Meta ipa-program niya nga pwede siguro butangan nato ang prompt inig-post nato sa Facebook whether or not our content is age appropriate. So in the meantime, wala na siya nga feature sa Facebook, ang atong buhaton as an ethical and responsible content creator, mag-self-regulate na lang ta. No? O gusto ta maghukas hubo, hapit na maghukas hubo, so it should have to be appropriate. So unsa man siguro ang appropriate? Example lang niya. Kung wala gay relevance nang magbikini ra ka o magpanty ra ka bra niya sa imong kung wala relevance sa imong content, so dili na lang ta as a self-regulation diha sa atong content. So siguro, appropriate siguro sa tanahon kung naa ka sa pool, kung naa ka sa beach, appropriate ra na siya. Kung naligo ka sa mga public places that you are nagtupis ka, appropriate ra na siya. Pero some of our content creators, magtupis sila bisan o dili appropriate sa setting. That is why we should have to be very, very careful. We should have to self-regulate because what nakabalo nga na ay mga minors ka nagtanaw. So, we have a responsibility to our audience. We owe them honesty and integrity, and we have to be careful on the appropriateness of the content that we are posting, whether or not it is appropriate to the audience. So if we have a responsibility towards our audience, we also have a responsibility towards our subjects and the bystanders sa atong content. So we should have to be very, very careful that we should have to consider privacy and consent. That filming without the people without their knowledge, especially in private settings, that is unethical. And sometimes, it is often, not sometimes, but often, it is illegal. Dili lang ta magpataka diha og kuha sa atong cellphone, then videohan nato nga walay knowledge ang atong givideohan. Especially if ang setting ana is private, dili siya public. That is really unethical and often it is illegal. That is to say that vloggers should have to respect the rights of individuals not to be recorded or publicly shared. Na ay right. Okay, we have the right. Now, what if ikaw ang givideohan diha? So that is what we call as respect to privacy and having a consent in filming. Okay, dili lang sa kay filming but posting kay individuals without your individuals imong givideohan without their consent. Another thing is cultural sensitivity. So when you are traveling or probably covering cultures outside sa imuang culture, so vloggers should have to avoid what we call as stereotyping and stereotyping or exploiting local traditions and entertainment. Okay, there are vloggers, there are content creators who are traveling and then traveling around the world. That is, we should have to be culturally sensitive. If you see that ang imong gipang videohan nila dili sila ganahan, ayaw taon na siya og i-post or more importantly, ayaw na lang yun sila videohe. That is why ang atong mga content creators, ang atong mga vloggers, dili lang ni siya awat-awat ha. Kay dako kay tag responsibility. We should have to be ethical in our practices. That is why you should have to research and engage with the communities respectfully. Before ka, kung madto ka sa laing lugar, before ka mag-video dito, you should have to respect by researching on their culture. Magbasa-basa ka or mangutana ka kung okay ra ba kung buhaton nimo ni videohan nimo sila to respect the people that you are with in your travels. And aside from that, our responsibility towards our subjects and bystanders, we should have to look at the vulnerable groups. Okay, unsa maning vulnerable groups, especially ang mga bata, the children, the elderly, kanang mga homeless, or those distressed should never be used as your props for your emotional appeal or monetization. Ato ning isgutan, kining mga bata. Parents, mga vloggers, be careful in posting sa mga bata. Pwede ni sila mabuli. Even kung ikaw ang parent, kay gusto ka nga daghan ka og kuan, daghan ka og viewers, gusto ka nga makamonetize ka, mao nga imo na siyang ang mga bata imo na siyang i-exploit, imo siyang i-post sa Facebook. I understand nga naaman po yung mga parents nga na sila yung mga vlog diha, na sila yung mga content diha involving their children. I understand that they also have talented children, but number one, kung makamonetize ka, naaba kay set aside sa bata nga part sa imong earnings. Moingon ka nga bata pa man ako may control sa earnings, but really? You should have to set aside para ra gyud sa bata kung kay na monetize siya sa sa imong content posting sa mga bata. But be careful when you are dealing with children. Be careful sa balaod, ang violence against women and children. Be careful. Kay sa atong bata, kay atong mga bata, this is part of the vulnerable groups. So sa atong mga content creators sa atong mga vloggers that you are posting sa mga bata, please take into consideration many things before you are going to post contents containing sa mga bata, containing sa children. And not only children, kanang mga elderly, mga tigulang o mga homeless, they are also part of the vulnerable groups. Basin og gusto ta nga nay appeal to emotion ang ato ang content, na ay emotion ang atong content, so that makahatak ta og daghan nga mga viewers, mao nga ato siyang i-post for ang atong motive is daghan viewers, daghan og ma-monetize, daghan og sapi ang imuang video, ang imuang gipost nga video. Be careful with the vulnerable group, especially also those kanang mga distressed people. Dili ginato na sa himuon nato nga props, dili nato sa himuon nato exploit nato ni sila kay tungod lang kay gusto ta og daghang audience sa ato ang gipost. So aside from our responsibility, sa atong audience, aside sa responsibility na to towards atong subject and bystanders, we also have a social responsibility. As content creators, naabot ang social responsibility because whether we like it or not, as a content creator, we are bringing with us certain kind of influence, and this influence will have an impact on those who are our audience. Those mga content creators na to, ang atong mga content creators, especially ang mga big content creators, ang atong mga big content creators, naagi ni sila impact. They have many of our vloggers na sila significant influence over sa ilang audience. Na sila influence sa ilang audience, na sila influence sa ilang community nga na-build. That is why we should have to be ethical. Ethical creators, mga ethical creators use this influence for positive impact. That is, we spread awareness, we encourage kindness, and we foster education. Dili kay atong i-promote sa ato ang page ng illegal online gambling. In fact, there are already a number of pages, a number of profiles that are being taken down by Meta because they are promoting illegal gambling. Wala man tay but-anay no kung unsa nga to ang i-post. Mao man ang ingon sa atong mga vloggers, okay ra na magsayaw-sayaw ka na. Okay ra po na magsayaw-sayaw ka kay wow, sayaw, wow, pero kay naaman kay talent sa sayaw, so magsayaw ka. Pero sa imong pagsayaw, ayaw kalinti ang imo ang dignity. Appropriate ba na imong sayaw sa imong pagkatao? Because whether we like it or not, okay, we have an impact or influence sa ato ang audience. That is why in our content, we should have, first and foremost, we should have to exploit Facebook so that we can educate people. Especially kung educator ka. We should have to spread awareness, encourage kindness, and foster education. So sa atong mga teachers diya, daghan man ta mga teachers nga mga vloggers, I hope na ato ang gamiton ang atong platform not only as an avenue wherein we can showcase our dancing talents, but it should have to be an avenue that we should have to help in educating people, because there are so many things that you cannot teach inside the classroom, and then it's now your platform is now the avenue that which you can teach people, you can teach your children and other people the things that supposed to be are the things, okay, that encourages education. So sa ako nang ginaingon, wala may magbuot na to kung magsayaw-sayaw ta, kung atong i-showcase ang atong dancing talent. Of course, okay, if naa kay talent, why not? Pero atong tanawon na nga, is this appropriate sa imong pagkatao? O napod tayo mga principals nga mga vloggers, mga content creators, be sure nga ang imong gipost na appropriate sa imo ang pagka-principal, pagka-supervisor. Naman tayo mga higher ups, okay, that are also into vlogging. So be careful. We should have to be careful in the things that we are posting, because it will affect not only your integrity, but you should have to use Facebook as a platform that is to spread awareness, to encourage and foster education. Now, so kung naay mga trends, gusto gid ta mo appeal, no? Kung naay mga uso, gusto gid ta makiuso. Like for example, nakakita ta na content creator na daghan kayong ni-view, daghan kayo nakasapi kayo sa natay gitawag na nga mga uso karon sa vlogging. Like for example, kana mga challenges and pranks. That could be dangerous, sometimes unlawful, or sometimes it's nasa mga harmful effects, and we should have to avoid this. That is, participating and promoting these trends might endanger both the creator and the viewer. So you should have to be careful. You should have to use your good judgment in kanang makiuso ta. Then we are not perfect. Human as we are bound to make mistakes. Even diha sa ato ang pagka-vlogger, sa atong gipang post, sa atong content creation. So everybody makes mistakes. We should have to accept that. So for those vloggers, for those content creators that are responsible and ethical, acknowledge their errors. And if you are going to acknowledge your error, if you are going to acknowledge your mistake, you should have to do it publicly. And if you are going to apologize, please apologize sincerely and take steps to rectify the harm that is caused by your vlogging rather than deleting the evidence or issuing an insincere apology. Nahinumdum ba mga itong vlogger nga babae nga iyang giaway itong nagmotor siya, nga iyang giaway itong usapod ka motorista? Oh. So sa nakita lang nako by my judgment, kato siya nga vlogger, kato siya nga content creator, very influential to siya kay daghan na kay siya followers. Sa nakita lang nako, sa nakita lang niya, disclaimer, wala ko kabalo gyud sa the whole story, pero sa nakita nako sa na-post sa Facebook, naa siya sayop gamay. So kung mahitabo nga naata sa iyaang lugar, that is why kung masayop ka as a content creator, as a vlogger, you should have to acknowledge your error, you should have to acknowledge your mistake, and it should have to be public. Why public? Because you are posting this publicly. Ang imong post public man, that is why your apology should also have to be public. And if you are going to apologize, you should have to apologize sincerely. And not only that, it will not stop there in issuing an apology, in issuing a public apology, but you have to take steps to rectify the harm that you caused. So naagyo kay himuon. And then, ayaw i-delete ang evidence. So na, that is an hour with Sir Noni, no? Sa ato ang mga naminaw karon nga mga vloggers. I hope that it has opened our eyes. It has opened our eyes nga dili lang na ini kay awat-awat ning vlogging, but rather it with vlogging, with becoming a public persona, you should have to practice ethical vlogging, ethical and responsible vlogging. So we don't have our time is running out. So we are going to thank our sponsors, Rida Lending Services, Manuel Resort, Breeze Sublimation Works and Design, Allen Rent a Car, nga namay muta, Breeze Sublimation siya, works sa design sa Sergio Osmeña. Parang-iyahan ni Tony Borromeo, makontak na to ni siya sa 0963-248-1753 for high sublimation products and affordable price. Ang Suraida Lending Services na kaagapay natin. Nga may mutang sa Wipotag, Dipolog City. Thank you kayo, Ma'am Rai Daarol Aison sa pagsuporta ining programa. Ang Allen Rent a Car nga naamay mutang sa Madison County Phase 1 Block 4 Lot 20 sa Dicayes, Dipolog City. If you want to explore Dipolog in style, so pwede ta makaabang sa ilang Wigo, Vios, Velos, Livina, Expander, Navara Pickup, Strada Pickup, Fortuner, High-Ace Commuter Van, even Bao-Bao. Ato lang kontakon si Sir Noel Alin o si Ma'am Beth Alin sa 0954-094-5828 that they believe that renting a car should be quick, easy, affordable, and convenient. Sa atong mga general sponsors, si Ma'am Hazel Ranjet, the original DJ Sugar, si Ma'am Mirna Kwansing, si Idol Roger Morte, salamat kayo sa pagpaluyo aning program. Ang 4 Hours Meat Shop, and grocery nga namay mutang sa Balabag, Galas, Dipolog City. Doon lagi siya sa Royal Farm. Na sila ga-supply og tanang klase sa karne, na sila water delivery, office supply, sand and gravel, og ang ilang RGD Construction nag-offer og bill now, pay later sa Pag-ibig Housing. And they also have catering services, t-shirt printing. This is a Field Jobs registered establishment, so ang atong mga government offices pwede makig-transact sa 4 Hours Meat Shop and Grocery nga gipanag-iyahan ni Bong Pukulan o Riha Kapili Pukulan nga makontak na to sa 0970-985-2798 o 0954-493-6312. So we also have Jack Travel and Tours, Dapitan City for your airline and ticketing needs, travel tours, packages. Kontak ko na to si Boss Jack sa 0955-670-0890. And we also have DC Sportswear and Uniform Solutions na may mutang sa Galas Highway, Dipolog City, offering the lowest in sublimation printing, polo shirt, t-shirt, sports uniform, field jobs registered po ni siya nga establishment. So again, ang atong mga government offices pwede makig-transact ni Engineer Dave Patigayon na may ang anyang cell number is 0977-802-3583. And we also have the Orchid Spa nga na may mutang sa Dipolog City Boulevard beside Better Brews, offering body massage. Ang ilang mga massager, both male and female, are professionally trained, and they are also offering nail, facial, slimming, whitening, and they have also a hair salon, and they have the most high-tech machine in terms of slimming, whitening, and facials. Open sila Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Ato lang kontakon, ang ato ang model niha, ang atong tagiyag tagdumala, nga si Ma'am Fritzy Patigayon sa 0917-107-3685 o sa ilang landline nga 065-212-1937. So ladies and gentlemen, listeners, viewers, and our fans, join us again next Saturday at 8 to 9 in the morning, Sunday at 7 to 8 in the morning also. Join us as we are going to illuminate the path to a smarter future, one fascinating conversation at a time. So once again, sa ato mga listeners, once again sa ato mga followers, sa ato mga fans diha, once again, kini ang inyong maestro sa kahanginan, kini ang inyong cyberspace teacher, si Sir Noni, waving you goodbye until next Saturday and next Sunday. Sa ngala na lang sa atong mga technicians diri nga si John. Sa ngalan na lang sa atong mga duha ka technicians rin, nga si John o si Camlon, o sa atong station manager, si Ma'am Liza Bautista. Ma'am Liza, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wala pa ko ka-update nimo sa akong imong gipamalihog nako, but I know na siguro na ana to, kay wala naman ka ni balik ang storya nako. This is Sir Noni on 89.9 DXJR Sirsal Radio. I'm waving you. See you.